You're going to sell Unistake if it goes live. Went into the first hour, you dropped your video, so I follow your lead. Yeah, so with Unistake, it's like this. My strategy is pretty much getting into 2 rounds, keeping one in, and then cashing out on the other one. That's just me.
I'm gonna set this early Monday morning so that we're just catching this when it gets started, in case you're really interested in it.
Can use Unistake to attract liquidity providers. They're also saying that they can program staking bonuses to work right out of the box.
It's the crypto lifestyle, baby! The people have spoken. You voted for an uploaded video, ladies and gentlemen, so here it is. And let's get straight to the point. When I'm looking for these pre-sales, these DeFi pre-sales, the #1 thing for me is that it's not a rug pull. And we all can come to a conclusion that this is not that, okay? It almost seems as though the more DeFi projects you get into, you're bound to get rug pulled, and this is not the case. The second thing I need to highlight is this: when I put these pre-sale videos on my channel, it's not only for myself to getting at the ground level, but my subscribers are always on my mind, and I'm always thinking of you guys first. I put this on my channel for whoever looks at it and sees the same value that I do and they want to invest. You guys could get it in on the same price I do, okay? And furthermore, my video was the first Unistake video on YouTube. I was not even supposed to put that video when round 1 started, but yet I did, because I wanted you guys to get in before the other bigger YouTuber subscribers get in. And by the way, if you're not a subscriber to this channel, your ass is missing out. Which brings me to my third point that I need to highlight, which is, sure enough, the paid tubers came aboard. And let me remind everyone, I did this with the utmost sincerity. I did this because I believe this project would not only provide myself, but also my subscribers some value. Regardless of the results, my motives are always pure. I guess what I'm trying to say is my intent and my core belief is to share projects with you guys that I think could add value to your crypto experience. Unistake never came knocking on my door and saying, hey, TCL, could you do a paid video for us? As a matter of fact, I was the one who knocked on their door and I said, hey, look, I see some value in your project. So what I'm getting to again is, I don't do this because I'm incentivized or I'm paid to do these videos. I do it because I truly believe it can do well for myself and also for whoever did their research and see the same things that I see. It's different when you're covering a project or you're creating a video because you're paid or incentivized to do it. You're doing it for that freaking moolah. You're not doing it for philanthropy reasons, if you know what I'm saying. My last major point I need to highlight before we get on with this video and cover the real meat and potatoes is this. As I expressed to everybody in a live stream 2 days prior or leading up to the ISO, I revealed what my strategy was. That was a question someone asked, and I said, look, I'm going to have 2 ETH addresses. The first one I'm going to use for solely staking. The second one I'm going to use, no matter, like, if this thing goes 3 to 5x, bro, I'm going to cash out and I'm going to dump that. Yeah, I told you guys this in a live stream. So my strategy is pretty much getting into 2 rounds, keeping one in, and then cashing out on the other one. That's just me. Now, sure enough, this thing peaked and started off at 10x, and that was my opportunity. As you guys can see, I took out my stake rewards, or actually I took out my initial staking investment to go sell at this price. Long story short, man, I was not able to sell in time. It went from 10x, 8x, 6.6x, and then my transaction got canceled. So I wasn't able to sell. Some did sell, however, but most didn't. For those who aren't aware of that, yes, it did start off at 10x, and I did have my account set up solely for this, for the token appreciation side of things, but you know what? We will get back to this shortly. Let's talk about the overall ISO, the progress and the results. Unistake conducted one of the fastest ISO, guys, okay? Round 3 was raising 3,000 units of Ethereum, and they actually achieved that in 35 minutes. And they also raised an overall Ethereum of 5,000. So in that regard, it's truly a success. One of the fastest and largest fundraising or token sales that took place in the DeFi space. From there, it was then listed in Uniswap at a 10x from the first round, or 5x price from the third round. Those who wanted to sell did, while those who staked reaped the rewards of those who sold. As you can see, I tried to withdraw my funds, but I was way too freaking slow and almost spent more than 1 ETH in gas. Yeah, I wasn't unable to sell my stock at 10, 8, or even 6.6x. Pretty much the tokens that I withdraw to sell at a 10x or an 8x or a 6.6x, which I was unsuccessfully in doing so, is just sitting there collecting dust, while it could have been collecting divvies, okay? But I do have a solution for that where I would share with you guys, okay? And obviously my secondary account, or actually right now it's my primary account, is being staked with over 800,000 tokens, and I'm going to show you guys all of that too. So right now the price is at nearly the round 1 entry point, which was 40,000 Unistake is equal to 1.2 ETH. A lot of people are somewhat unhappy about this, but for those who are staking, they are reaping these rewards. And if we look at my staking account, where I have 800,000 tokens being staked, and my dividends is just over 213,000 Unistake tokens in just over a day, which is more than 25% of my stack, and works out to 6.3 Ethereum right now at this round 1 level price, which is freaking crazy. Remember these divvies I'm getting? I could actually restake it, or I could go to the free market, the decentralized free market on Uniswap, and sell it for Ethereum. It's entirely up to me, but I'm personally going to be restaking this because I truly believe the price is going to increase. And I know what you're thinking. Well, TCL, what makes you think this is going to moon in due time? Unistake are developing a new product for those who did not get into the ISO to draw some interest to buy some tokens. And furthermore, the shills of the world, like Ivan on Tech, are apparently licking their chops at this project. I do believe he just recently followed Unistake on Twitter, and I'm sure other well-known shills in this cryptoverse are going to hop and jump on this bandwagon as well. So listen, man, Unistake ain't done just yet, broskies, and I truly believe they do have a couple of tricks up their sleeve. Now, it is important to note, ladies and gentlemen, those who got into the ISO and who are still currently staking at the moment, congrats to you. Do you know why? Because those who buy these tokens off of Uniswap will never be able to stake their tokens like us early adopters. ISO participants are rewarded with divvies, and you can essentially just cash that out while keeping your initial investment there. So over time, you will indeed reap back your initial seed investment while keeping those divvies or selling them or restaking them or whatever you want. The people who are coming into the project thereafter will not be able to do this. But need not fear newcomers who buy these tokens off of Uniswap. You guys could have your stake of the cake and eat it too, so to speak. What do I mean by that? You would also be getting these tokens, at least right now, at the ground level, at almost the same price, if not the same price, or in some cases, it may even dip a little bit lower, who knows? But right now, you could get these tokens at the same price as round 1 investors. So, you know what? Things kind of even out in that regard. Not to mention, Unistake is creating a product specifically for those people who did not get into the ISO. So that's another benefit you guys got going for you as well. Now that brings me to my current situation, where maybe some of you can relate to, where I tried to sell one of my accounts at 10x, which by the way was an epic fail, and I'm starting to believe that this is the way Unistake designed it, and I think I fell for the mousetrap. I don't know, you guys let me know in the comment section below. My only option is, instead of just having my Unistake tokens sit in my MetaMask wallet and collect dust instead of divvies, remember, once you withdraw all or nothing, and once you withdraw, you cannot restake that once again. So the only thing I could have think of was to add liquidity on Uniswap for the ETH slash Unistake pairing, and that's exactly what I did. I added liquidity to this pool because it will make me more money opposed to just having it sit there. And what I've learned from my experience with liquidity pools, it'll be more profitable if I add liquidity to a pool that's at its ground level, right? As I said, it's almost at round 1 level price right now, opposed to if it was at a 5x, 10x, or 20x price. Also, when the big shills start to shill, I'll be here chilling in the liquidity pool saying, come on down, what you need, I got. What you want, some Unistakes? I got that. What you want, some Ethereum? I got that too, while generating trading fees in the process. Depending on who's buying, depending on who's selling, I'll either make some Unistake or some Ethereum. And if I think both are going to go up in value, it's a win-win situation. So all in all, my position remains the same. I truly believe these guys, that being Unistake, are only now getting started. They're currently developing a secondary product to add to the platform, and when these, big marketers pounce all over this, that's only going to benefit me. That's only going to benefit you guys who got into the ISO, and even new investors alike on many different levels. And by the way, I know the majority of you guys voted for this uploaded video, but you know what? It's not about me, man. Really and truly, it's really about you guys. And you know what? Moving forward, I don't know what day it will be, but sometime soon, I would surely go live because I want to hear from you guys. What is your opinions and thoughts? What's your sentiment in regards to Unistake, okay? And I would love to respond back to you guys in real time. And by the way, I got a massive interview next week with an up-and-coming Polkadot project. I will be interviewing the CEO. I will be doing a brief update video on that as well, leading up to next week Wednesday's live stream interview, where I will be giving away $200 worth of Bitcoin. And speaking about giveaways, tomorrow I will upload the video for the Distex winners of $1,000 worth of Distex, $500 going to each person. So you know what? There really isn't much left to say other than, until the next video, I just bumped my nose, you're on your own. Later.